All right, welcome everybody to Palate. Pow. Your exits are that way and that way, and then you pull the thing down if you need it, and then you crash landing. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Welcome to Pilot Palette. It's a series where we're reviewing and well, kind of reviewing, but we're taking a look at a pilot episode of a random TV show, completely
That's
random.
right.
Um, and then we come back the following week and we talk about it and we review it on our scale. I need to pull up that scale, by the way. We review it on our scale, okay?
hmm
And the scale goes something like this. You'll see it on screen. At the
Yep.
top, I'm hungry for more. Give me more. It's the highest recommendation.
Right.
Because the idea of Pilot Palette was we're trying to find out, based on the first episode, will we want to watch more or not? You know? We're forced to watch the first episode, but will we do it on our own? On our own. So I'm hungry for more is the top. Then
Right.
the next one is would try another serving. Not opposed to it. And then in the middle is wouldn't go out of my way to get more, but might have some if it's around. So if it just happens to be on the TV, I might watch it, but wouldn't seek it out on my own.
Right.
And then going into the negative, I could barely finish what I had.
hmm
And then at the very bottom, send it back to the kitchen, and I'm complaining to the manager too. It's just that bad.
The Karen rating.
Yeah. And last week, we were enlisted to watch Luva de Pedreiro Viral Moves. It's a
Right.
3-part miniseries
hmm
exclusive to Max, and we watched the first of 3 parts. All right, so we got
Yep.
a third of the whole thing right in there.
Yeah. Right there. Right there. Yeah.
There. What are you
So
thinking? How do you feel about Luva de
how am
Pedreiro?
I on the? Are we talking already? Are we talking already? Giving a rating, or how am I feeling about the
I
just
don't
a
remember.
general?
Did we do that at the end last time?
I think
Yeah,
I
I think
think
we
we
did
did
it at
at
the
the
end.
end last time.
We'll do
Yeah. So we'll just talk about it. I had no idea who Luva de Pedreiro
no.
was. No
Receive
clue at
it.
all. Receive it. God
Did
bless.
you receive it?
Yeah, I
Did
did
you
receive
receive
it.
it?
I
Yeah.
received it. Here's the thing. I I quite enjoyed it. I was
Okay.
actually a little surprised. Because like I think it started out in the first like 5 minutes or so. I was like, I don't really like this at all. Like I just was sort of like, this. Why do I care about this guy? I don't care about any of this. I don't like. He's okay. He's a social media star.
Hmm.
I guess he had a fall from grace or something. It looks like he had a kid. I don't know. They're showing a lot of shots like early on, and I was like, okay, like it looks fine, I guess, but like I just don't care about whoever this weirdo is. So that was kind of how I was thinking, and then they hooked me in. I don't know. It was just I was just fascinated by this small village in Brazil, and it's just this kid who had a had a cell phone and just it was kind of like one of those like rags to riches sort of
Hmm.
things where it's just sort of he just got super famous overnight basically just by kind of being quirky and fun, and for somebody that had never been like used a cell phone until he was 19, and he's only like 24 or something now, or 25, maybe 26 now. Pretty incredible that he was able to use like the whole gimmick of like him wearing gloves, and he had like a bunch of haters about it, and
Haters hating on the
and
gloves.
he used that like as like a marketing
Hmm.
thing. Like he just like he's like, fine, they're gonna hate, like whatever, I'm just gonna embrace it now. I'm like, that's extremely savvy. Like who have been like people who are really tech savvy don't have the like kind of like marketing or like the chops, to be able to pull something like that off. So it was kind of pretty awesome to see that. So a lot of it was about that. It was kind of about him getting business and into the business of like being a social media personality, and then seems like being taken advantage of is kind of where the thrust of this first episode goes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. It was
Right.
pretty slick, pretty slickly produced. I don't know if I loved all of it, but you know, pretty okay.
Okay.
How about you? I've been talking long enough. I got to rest my voice. I got a cold, so
I thought it was meh. I
Okay,
didn't receive it as much as you did.
you didn't receive it. Okay, I mean that's fair.
I was like, especially the first half was very uninteresting to me.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have, like, if I wasn't compelled to, I probably wouldn't have really finished the episode.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
Okay.
I'm just the material wasn't that interesting to me. You know, it's
Yeah.
like a viral kid, and then when you got into the backstory a bit more, it's like, okay, it's a very inspirational backstory for sure. You
Yeah.
know, he comes up from poverty, and you see his living conditions and everything later, and that, that's, he did his thing. But just as a documentary itself, it's not one I really am interested in. I mean, I said before, it's not really the kind of thing I would be interested in general. Like, I never
Like
would have
sports.
seeked it out on my own. Sports, but then it's like, like viral, kid gone viral influencer type thing. And I'm like, okay. So it didn't hook me as much, but wasn't horrible by any means. The
Yeah.
first 5 minutes I thought it was gonna be really insufferable,
That's what I thought too.
because they
I
hit you
thought
with
the
the
same thing.
montage. I was like, oh, is this how it's gonna be edited the whole time? Because it was like the super
Yeah.
fast paced editing, like this cut to interviews clips all over. But then it's like, okay, they slowed it down. But
Yeah. No, honestly.
I'm kind of like, so we're gonna go into a lawsuit. I remember reading. I
Mhm.
pointed out in our intro video that I read in the second episode. It said the legal battle with Jesus
Oh yeah.
starts or
Oh
whatever,
yeah.
or continues.
Yeah.
But so I guess
Legal
we'll go
battle.
into that. But it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's not much ground to really cover. It doesn't feel like there's that much that I'm eager to learn about. It's like, yeah, I want to see how that goes, but it's a 3-part miniseries, so there's not much content there. I kind of expected when I saw it was 3-part miniseries. I thought it was going to be like a 90-minute episode type of thing. It was
Mhm.
only 42-minute episode.
Yeah. To me, this sort of begs the question: like, why didn't they just like release this as a film?
Yeah, yeah,
Because it would have been what? It would have been but 2 hours probably. You probably pare it down to just about 2 hours.
right. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
don't know. It's a little weird to me to split it up into parts like this, but um,
but you
yeah.
received
I
it,
mean,
so
yeah, to a degree. I mean,
that's
like, I don't want to sound like I'm glazing it though, because like it was
glaze.
still like, huh?
You're free to glaze. Like, that's what we
No,
calling
but
you.
like, but the thing is like I don't know if I like I don't think it was all that. There is a degree of why should I care still? Like I'm like I get that and this has nothing to really to do with like with it just being in another country, but I think this more has to do with like he's just a social media star. Like yeah,
Hmm.
he's doing cool stuff with soccer or whatever, and he's like he loves Ronaldo, and it's like I guess it's just I guess I did find him like really kind of like weirdly charming and engaging. So I guess that's sort of why he was kind of
Hmm.
a viral sensation. Um,
And he did do
but
his thing when he kicked that ball over the house and then
yeah,
received it on the other end. And
that's
he
right.
had to
That's
cut
right.
it just to look like he
Yeah,
caught it. And I
he
like that.
yeah. I thought that was
That
fun.
was
It was cute how
that
he was
was
like
the video that went viral, got 30 million views.
yeah,
Yeah. He was like, I
wild.
actually tried to do it, and then
Yeah,
I had to I had to cut. Yeah.
I had to cut it. Yeah, that's funny. That's cute that he tried to do it. I was like, man, you can't do that. That's way too hard. It'd be like a lightning fast. It'd be like Usain Bolt basically to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Like,
yeah,
you could do a big, like, if you had a frisbee, you can do some crazy stuff with a frisbee. I've
oh
seen
yeah,
some
yeah, for
crazy
sure.
stuff. But
Yeah.
one thing that did stand out to me was that
Hmm.
there's a bit of synergy in the air, and when I saw him eat that pizza, and the manner in which he ate that pizza that he ate for the first time
Yeah.
was the way the Dubs eats pizza as someone who
Oh yeah,
didn't eat
where
it for the first time.
he serves it with he's
Well,
bringing the plate
he had
up.
a fork and knife going on.
Oh, fork and knife. Oh, okay,
Fork
I
and
thought you were
knife.
talking about the plate. Yeah, fork and knife for the pizza.
Like that's how someone who's never eaten a slice of pizza before eats pizza.
Yeah,
Fork and knife.
I'm like, bro, the crust is there. The crust is a handle. It's there to keep your hand clean. It's amazing. Pizza's incredible.
And then we watched Baby Shark for Chance Time, and Baby
Yeah,
Shark's telling us some lessons about pizza eating habits as well.
yeah, that's true.
It's just crazy how
Folding or
the
not
pizza,
folding.
the pizza crossover.
All these
Next,
pizza.
our next bargain bin episode is gonna have to have a pizza slice involved and have the full
Yeah.
trilogy.
The pizza trilogy. The pizza trilogy on Tarqaron, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I just love how they kept framing it like in a way like, oh yeah, this guy was coming, and he was like just all everything about it was kind of I found fairly amusing, where it's sort of talking about the introduction of this other guy, his agent basically, or his manager, who the guy was taking advantage of him. But I loved how like all of the music every time they were talking about him in like even a semi-positive light, where it's like, wow, he was going to do all these things, and it has all this sinister music underneath. I was like, okay, well, we obviously know he's an asshole or something now. Like
And
that's
it's foreboding how they kept showing his picture, and we weren't hearing from this guy.
yeah,
We're not hearing. He's not being interviewed
ominous.
right now, so you know it's up to no good.
It was very ominous, yeah. How it was like us, this sinister
Like
figure.
this guy either died or he did something not too good.
Yeah,
I liked the whole like there was a recurring thing where he's like I could have been just another meme, and that's what people wanted me to be. It was like very serious. Like I could have been just another meme, and but there was like weight to it. You know, people thought I was just another meme, but I'm not.
Right.
You know, I proved them wrong.
Yeah, I guess maybe it was the persistence, the personality, and the perspiration. I don't know. He did. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just found it overall. It was overall engaging, despite like me not really being all that like involved or interested in the you know. I was like, why would you make a documentary about somebody that was like, this is like from super recent history too. That's like, why don't you wait a few years to see where his career goes, and then you can make a documentary. But you gotta make that content.
Yeah, that's why it didn't feel super substantive. It didn't feel like the documentary had a big reason for existing. It's just kind of like
to make.
Yeah, it's just capitalizing on, he's popular now.
Yeah,
like because I just can't imagine how it couldn't get that interesting in the next 2 episodes, right? I assume it works out with this manager guy. Hopefully he got a good chunk of change out of it, because he'd been screwing him over with this, and the father is asking to see the contract, and
and he's not showing it to him. Yeah, it's like, what the hell is that all about?
Yeah, but it is interesting that Luva de Pedreiro is literally the name for the gloves,
the work gloves.
Gloves. And for some reason, people took so much issue with him wearing a work glove. Why is he wearing gloves?
Yeah. To me, it came across it was coming across very like a little bit like a kind of a class criticism, because he's sort of he's, for a lot of people online, he's probably a bit of a rube, right? Because he's in a super rural part of Brazil. I don't remember the state that he lives in, but but yeah, it's like us. So some of it came across to me like a little bit like that. Like, it's like, oh, look at it, this backwoods person.
That's how you know that someone is like so like non-controversial, or like you have nothing to like. That's the big heavy comments that people have against them. Yeah, you're wearing gloves.
You're wearing gloves when it's hot out.
You're not even a soccer player. Okay.
Yeah, you weird. It's like, okay, he's just some kid. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's what we're criticizing.
Like, he did nothing. He's done nothing problematic.
Yeah.
So.
Not. Yeah. Didn't seem like it.
Not yet. Not until part 3.
Not yet. Yeah, and that part 3, maybe he will do something controversial. Well, he gets. I mean, I don't know if he's married to to whoever has a kid with. So that that could be controversial
Hmm.
to
Yeah.
to practicing Catholics. So baby out of
Sure.
wedlock. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about that.
I don't even know if that's true. I'm just assuming that because there was stuff about like a baby
Okay.
showing up. Yeah.
So this is what it comes down to. Where would you put it on the scale? For you personally,
Um, I'm like in between two places, but I think I'd try another serving. I might actually finish it. I'm curious enough to see where it goes.
nice.
I like I said, it wasn't like it wasn't blowing my mind. The material's not really like super much my thing. I actually just asked earlier today, Audrey, my I should pronounce it more correctly, Audrey, my Brazilian friend, if if she knew, like, I was like, so just so happens, like, on our channel, we're doing this thing. And I was like, do you know who this guy is? And she was like, yeah, not really. I mean, I know he's
Receive
like a
it.
popular soccer guy, and he really likes Cristiano Ronaldo. I
Yeah.
get that. Um,
Yeah, the one soccer guy I
yeah,
knew, he was there. Had a
yeah.
little cameo moment.
No, I knew a lot of the like Kaka showed up, Ronaldinho, like those are people that were like really kind of big when I was growing up.
Hmm.
Because when I played soccer in high school, those are some of like the like phenoms and people that I knew about. Um, but uh, but yeah, I kind of life went on. I didn't play soccer in college, and I stopped paying attention to anything. I barely even pay attention to baseball now. So like,
Damn.
that's my sport of choice, and I still barely pay attention to it these days. So yeah,
So where in the I would try another serving? Do you have it? Like where would you put your cursor?
probably like middle lower of where I'd try another serving. It's like
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't. I didn't hate it. Wasn't bad. But I would like to try more for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish it. I'm interested
I
enough
mean,
to see
yeah,
where it
it's one of
goes. So
those things that yeah, it's like 3 parts. I'm almost compelled just to I can check it off as something I finished this year.
yeah.
2 more episodes. And it's kind of different, it's different parameters to ask, like, would I watch more of a 3-part miniseries versus would I watch more of a 24 episode, uh,
Mm,
just for the first season of like 10 season show or something. But
all right.
I'd say I would put it at the top of, I could barely finish what I had. I'm
Yeah, it's just like all
at
right.
the top of that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm being honest
All
with
right.
myself, I probably wouldn't have finished it if I
Yeah.
wasn't watching it for this.
Yeah.
But it
It
gets
is.
better at the end. It gets more compelling at the end with the whole manager stuff. That's the hook. But I don't know if it's hooking
Mm,
enough for me to be compelled to watch more.
yeah. I mean that's I mean that's kind of fair too. It's just it is. It is, but it is non-committal enough that it's like it probably wouldn't hurt to, for
Yeah,
me
it's
anyway,
not hard.
to just finish it. Yeah.
And so we kind of middled out there. It kind of canceled each other out. Not
Yeah.
not not sure if it's clear for takeoff or not. It's kind of ambiguous
No, it is a little
whether you want
ambiguous
to get
here. I don't
on
know.
the whether you want to
You know.
board the plane or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
The captain just prefaces with like, "Well, might be good, might be not."
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know. You're gonna have to just try and find out.
yes, okay.
This is like damn.
That's Pilot Palette. Any more thoughts for
There it
Luva de
is.
Pedreiro viral moves?
Um. Uh. Thank God.
Send it.
Receive
Oh.
receive it, and not send it. I
Send
think
it and
it's
receive
receive
it.
it. Yeah, send it.
Just
Receive
receive
it.
it. That's his catchphrase. Receive it.
He's receive it and thank God.
Thank
Basically,
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
his. Those are like his little catchphrase. He's like a cartoon character. He's just. It's,
Receive. I mean, he had
yeah.
whole audiences, auditoriums cheering for him.
Yeah.
They received him well.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know if you've seen Luva de Pedreiro viral moves, and if you watched this episode, what do you think? If you've seen the series, let us know. Does it wrap up in a satisfying manner? Maybe Alec Maybe Alec will report back after he watches the two more episodes. We'll hear from it in the future.
On a podcast, be like, "Yeah, I finished that documentary. It was fine." Yeah. That's about it. That's probably what I'll say.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'll believe it when I hear about it, though.
Yeah. Okay.
You might just drop it. You might not even touch it again.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe one night I'll just be bored and having finished Twin Peaks, I'll be like, I'll throw Luva de Pedreiro on. Let's get some viral moves, you know?
Sometimes you want something, you just let yourself receive it.
That's stupid.
All right. Well, stay tuned. We'll have more Pilot Palettes on the way. A lot of fun series here on the channel, reviewing random things in film, TV, video games, Survivor every week, discussions, lots of shenanigans and games. All right. In the meantime, what video would you recommend our viewers watch next?
You should go check out our have you done any other sports related thing? I'm trying to think if there's any other sports related thing we've done.
Yeah, is there anything even remotely sports?
Go check out a review of Good Will Hunting.
They did some dog racing in that movie.
Yeah, there's some sports. Boom, there you go.
It's a popular sport these days.
Yeah.
All right. Check it out. Good Will Hunting, an all-timer. It's in the pantheon of Tarqaron.
It is.
All right. And subscribe to the channel for more. Like the video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts. And take care of yourself. Receive it. All right. God bless. Whoa. X-Nauts.
Well, no, he did that. He did that thing, I think, right? Isn't that like a thing he did? Yeah. X-Nauts.
Grotus.